church on Sunday and you raise and lift your hands. For what? They say. What's that all for? What's the point of it? Why? You can't see. There's still all kinds of bad things going on in the world. And why are you praising a God that allows those things to go on? Those are things that are being said today. We are not denying that there are bad things going on this planet. But it's just a reminder that it's a sin-sick world. And you and I do not belong here. We're strangers in this land. We plead with people, as the Apostle Paul said, we plead with people much like an ambassador from another country. We're ambassadors of Christ to let them know that they are not going to be here very long. All these people proved themselves to the world and to God that their allegiance was to God by what they chose. So here's the next question. Are you choosing the right things in this life? Is God not ashamed to call you his? You see, when we call out to God and we choose him, and we show it by our actions, we show it by our everyday life, that we do not put this world ahead of him. And we show him and prove to him by our lifestyles. It says here, he is not ashamed to call us his God. What about you, friends? Are you choosing the right thing? I believe what is happening, or what needs to take place, should I say, for us to look inside, take an inventory of our heart, of our life, our mind. What are we thinking about? What's going on in there? Are you allowing the temptations of this world to totally distract you? Let me tell you something, give you a word of encouragement. There is no temptation, 1 Corinthians 10, verse 13. There is no temptation that's come upon you that's not come upon all other men as well. But here's the encouragement. God is faithful. God is He will never fail. But here's the fact. You will be tempted. You might gain wealth. You'll be tempted what to do with that wealth. Use it for self. The flesh tells you. Use it for you. The flesh tells you. You may have great beauty. You might win a beauty contest. You might win a muscle building contest or bodybuilding contest or whatever it is. You might be one of those people who stands head and shoulders above everyone else and everybody sees you and physically they understand you're a physically attractive person. As others are jealous of you. There's a temptation there. People that are physically attractive are tempted by this world to continue allowing the world to feed into that. And we need to remember something. And I don't put myself in that category, but those of us who are beautiful and attractive and great physical stature, let me tell you something. One of these days, you're going to be real ugly. That doesn't offend you, does it? It's true. So while you're here on this planet and you are in great physical condition, you're a beautiful person inside and out, use it for the glory of God. Amen. And see what God can do. If you're wealthy, you have great wealth, use that wealth for God. It's not a sin to be wealthy. It's only a sin to worship your wealth. You see the difference? Don't let somebody judge you because you're making good money and you have a lot of money. Don't let anybody do that. That's wrong. All that is envy and jealousy. That's all it is. A lot of us look at other people that have these things and we are jealous of them. You're in just as much error by being jealous of them. What's that show? It shows that all you care about are fleshly things, material things. If you're jealous of someone sitting across the aisle, well, I don't like the way she lives. I don't like the way he lives. You're jealous of the money they have. You're jealous of the talent they have. Oh, they just think they're something, don't they? What's the scripture say? Rejoice with those who rejoice. Mourn with those who mourn. remember why you are here. To seek out God every person in life. And allow God to bring things to you. Allow God to bless you. And at the end of all things, will be the glory of God. At the end of your life, it will be the glory of God. It won't be the glory of man, because your glory will fade away. Just like the grass is fading away right now. Wintertime is coming. Fall is here. The reason why it's called fall, because everything falls. Okay? The leaves fall, the grass falls down, it withers away. All of the stuff changes. It's a reminder of us that life is temporary here in this world. So while you're here, use it, what God has given you. Use it to the best of your knowledge and ability for Him, for God. Last question this morning. Do you desire a closer walk? Do you desire a closer walk with God? And I said, well, Sharon, I don't know how to answer that question. I don't know if I do or not. Let me make it plainer for you. Is there something inside of you that says, draw closer to me? Is there something inside of you that says, walk with me? Come find out who I am. Learn from me. As he told his disciples, come and touch the wounds in my hand. Thrust your hands into my side. He said, come and take my yoke upon you. He says, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. Come and see what I'm all about. He invites each and every one of us to come in and be close with Him. You can be like Peter, James, or John, his third closest. Yes, he had disciples he was closer to on this planet. It says that. Even John was the disciple who he loved. That doesn't mean he's playing favorites. It doesn't mean the others weren't important. But he had three that was more intimately close with him than the others were. Now, I'm not saying they did later. I just know what the scriptures say about them. And you can be just like them. You might think I'm being wrong in that, but I believe you can. How? Because you are showing, you want to show God more every day, that you want more of Him and less of you. And when He sees that, He's going to draw you in. He's going to draw you in to become close with Him, to walk and talk with Him. And the more you live for Christ, as the old song says, the things of this world, the bells and the whistles, and all the beauty of this world become less and less and less important. So where are you this morning? Where are you this morning? Do you desire a close walk with God? Are you struggling with temptation in one of these two areas? Are you struggling with temptation with anything in your life, whether or not you want to use it for God or use it for yourself? You need to ask yourself these questions. It could be a defining moment for someone here today. It could be a defining moment. Let's all stand.